Yeah. So as though like that's so that introduction, and then you see module 2, which is compute services, which we have not covered yet because we are still under week 1, module 1. Um, and then if you scroll down, you see other materials up to module 5 for this cloud computing. And you see hands-on labs. Under that hands-on labs, you see I'll post a lot of labs, that course labs. And then the recording, that is where you will find the recording for the class. So you can see that's the recording from yesterday. Now for this recording, I'm not going to keep it forever. The recording, I'm not going to keep it forever. So if you can download it. And I'm also going to upload it. I have like a YouTube channel. So there's a YouTube channel for Cloud Skill Gateway. So I'm going to be posting that on the YouTube channel, which means if you don't want anything to be shared on YouTube, so make sure you just make sure you don't share any personal information. And then if you go down on the bottom, like you see like the course hands-on labs. That's where you find like the labs that we will be doing. So if you click on that hands-on labs as well, the labs underneath. Yep.
The labs,
Yeah. So click
the
on
material.
materials, view materials.
You want me to click on it?
Yeah, just click on view materials. So so right now you are not seeing the material because I probably have to add you there. So that's fine.
Mm.
So just go back. But that is where you are going to find all the materials that you have access to. And then other materials are down. So if you go down, scroll down. So you are under the, so Azu, I think you are, yeah, you are not seeing all the material. I'm not seeing all the materials for you.
Yeah.
Um, can you stop sharing? Let me share my own screen.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm registered under the DevOps
DevOps.
one. Yeah. So I
Okay.
think I'm added
I,
for AWS.
I will add you for AWS.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So but this is what you will see. So for me, these are the things I see all the classes. So if I go to home, if you go to home, you will see all the classes here. So you see cloud AWS and cloud computing and then DevOps fundamentals. So if you click on each one, so right now we are on DevOps. So click on DevOps. For me right now, I see you here. You are the I'm here. So you send me this, so I'll be able to like this is where like announcements and everything else I will send them here. But if I go to classwork, and then you see like the materials here. So you can click on each material to go over them. And then compute services. So this is just a material just when we come to module 2. And then under storage, there are going to be a lot of materials here. Right now, I only have, as we finish, I will add material. Every class, I will add material. You have networking module 4, and then module 5, you have security and compliance. You know, and so yesterday we were talking about MFA. So this is a documentation for MFA, like multi-factor authentication, so which we are going to cover today. So this is a handy document to have. Um, Samuel, you were not here yesterday, so I asked everybody to download authentication app. So if you go on, hold on, let me maximize this. If you go on Google, if you go on your Play Store on your phone, if you type authenticator app, you will see different ones. You see one like this. You will see one that say Microsoft Authenticator. So each one, anyone, should work. I think I have this one. This one with the tick mark. That's the one I personally use. So you can download as long as I said Authenticator app. Download that. Okay. Because we're gonna use it for the class.
Okay, so this should be downloaded in the computer or the cell phone.
So You can download it on your computer or on your cell phone, but our advice on your cell phone. I will explain why we are doing that when we come to that, okay? And then for under this, still on this side, just doing a test drive on the side here. So after you finish like modules, you can under tutorials, you see like this is where I will post like videos. So right now I think I have some videos. Okay, there are no videos here. And then you see like this icon here. Sometimes I'm gonna be recording. I'm just gonna, maybe if I have something I want to explain really quick through just audio. So I'll be recording here. So this one will pop up, you will get recordings. And then relevant course materials. So this, you will see a lot of like course materials here, like Terraform, CLI, AWS CLI, networking, Amazon EC2 auto scaling. So all course material, I will be posting them under this one here. And then the recordings, you'll be having a recording here. So to access this recording, that is what I said yesterday in the group chat, you must be in the class, because it will even ask you for a class code. If you are not in the class, it will not allow you. And then hands-on labs, this is where I'll be posting, like right now I don't have any materials there right now for these hands-on labs, but this is where we are going to put, like once we start doing like hands-on stuff, this is where I'll put some of the labs here. But one thing I want you guys to know is, so this website, we're going to be using a lot of websites. So I'm just going to walk you guys through the websites that we're going to be using. Like I said, all materials I'm going to get here are going to be accessible from via the internet, because this is cloud computing and we are going to follow that standard. So this website, I want you to go to this website and bookmark it. It's called Geek, Geeks, Geeks for Geeks, right? So on this website, you can not only learn AWS, you can learn anything, like, well, not anything, but pretty much most of the things that you need in IT. So if you can see on the tabs that they have different things, AWS, load balancing. So right now I'm on AWS, that's why you are seeing. But if you go to courses, you see DSA to development, machine learning, generative AI, ChatGPT, and all those kind of stuff. So you can see all the courses that they offer here. But this is a website that we are going to be using. Most of the materials, I'm going to be pulling them from here. Sometimes I'm going to be sharing my screen and just walk you guys through this. So I'm not going to reinvent or recreate something new. So we are just going to, but I have to acknowledge that this is what we are, because it is not, I do not own it, okay? Another website that we are going to be looking at, really we'll spend most of our time on this website, is going to be this one. So if you go under DevOps, if you don't have access, don't worry. But if you go under DevOps, let's say I click on this first one. So you see a website like this. So this website, as though you are familiar with this website, this is where we are going to be using majority of our time. All the labs are actually going to come from this lab, majority of them, like probably 90% of the labs are going to come from this website here. And here on this website, you can search for anything. So if you search for EC2 and then enter, it should bring up something about EC2, right?
Yes.
Also on the left hand here, you can see the labels, all the things that you want. Let's say you want AWS CLI, or you want, like, let's say, so yesterday we were trying to do Bitbucket. So if you want that Bitbucket, somewhere yesterday, remember we were trying to do Bitbucket. So that Bitbucket is right here. So if you click on Bitbucket, it will bring you a lab. So this is a lab for Bitbucket, freestyle lab, you know. So this is going to be like our main, like this is where we are going to be getting all the labs. And then, yeah, so that will be this website, and that one will be our main one. And then there's another one there's another website called W3S, so W3 School. So this website also is going to be a really, really powerful website that we're going to be using. And this website, actually, you can, on this website, this W3 School, you can learn any like programming languages. So you can see HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL, Python, Java, PHP. So I'm going to be taking class where I'm working on developing a class for Python. I have a friend who is going to be taking that class. So I'm going to probably add that to the class here, but it's going to be a special, it's not going to be included in what we're doing. But in case you want to learn Python or you want to learn any programming language, at least have a basic understanding. We're going to be calling a class for that. So I have a friend who is actually doing a PhD right now in IT. I mean, yeah, in IT. So he's willing to help out to that class. He just sent me the outline yesterday. So, well, I have not added it on the classroom, but that will be a special, it will be a special discussion. It's not going to be part of what we are doing or what you guys are paying for right now, but just a heads up. I'm also conducting a Python class, a basic Python class, but only for kids. So I have my son and my brother's son and if another friend's son, and it's free right now for young kids or any kid, if they are older, like 15. So right now, the kids I have they are like, my son is 11. I think the oldest is like 15 in the class. I have about four of them. Four of them. So if you have anybody that have like the mistake, not a mistake. When I was in Sierra Leone, I didn't have the opportunity to have access to none of this. I don't want my son to experience it. I want him to learn as early as possible so that when he grow up, he's not going to go through the loophole you and I are going through. So that's really the idea. So I'm making it free for the kids for now. So I meet with them like today, Sunday at 2 p.m. at 1 o'clock, 1 Pacific time. But this site, you can learn any Python language, even AWS, you can learn so some of the materials also. So if you scroll down, you see AI, Go. So those are all programming languages, the one that you're seeing. So cybersecurity, I'm going to be pulling the materials for cybersecurity from here. You have data science. Data science is one of the largest, one of the high-paying IT areas right now. If you know like data science, it's highly paid. But this is a website. It's not worth noting. Take it down. Okay, so that's just the introduction. Do you guys have any question from yesterday? Jordan, Azul, do you guys have any question from yesterday?
No, Danny.
Yesterday was very clear. Thank you.
Okay. So just a little, I'm gonna recap what we did. So yesterday we talked about cloud. I did an overview. And then we did some cloud computer, I explained like the cloud computing, right? And under which we talk about like the different type of cloud model, right? Type of cloud. And then we talk about like doing that, we talk about hybrid cloud, we talk about private cloud, we talk about public cloud. So Samuel, since you were not here yesterday, I will encourage you to go watch that video because it's highly informational. We did talk about a lot of things, we clarify a lot of things. And then we started doing some installation yesterday. So we install, Jordan, you install VS Code. So VSCODE. And then we install TERRAFORM, Terraform. I'll go over all these ones. And then we install, was it Java? JDK, right? We installed JDK, but we did not finish the installation. Is that correct? Right, Jordan?
Sorry, I didn't know I was muted. Yes.
Yes, so we did that yesterday. Yeah, so today we are going to continue with where we stopped yesterday. If there is no question, we are going to continue. We're going to move on. So Jordan, if I'm gonna put this link on the chat. So Jordan, I want you to share your screen again, just like yesterday, so we can just finish where we stopped yesterday with those installation.
Okay. Is Python also part of AWS or well, this is DevOps, right?
No, so Python is not part of DevOps but it is an essential skill. I'm gonna talk about that today. So after this, after we finish this installation, I'm gonna show you guys the roadmap, like the DevOps roadmap. And programming languages is one of those roadmap. You have to learn, you have to understand at least one programming languages.
Yes.
Right? So programming language could be Java, it could be Python,
Ruby,
C++, R, Go, anything. So I'm gonna show you guys a roadmap. But I want to let's finish this installation yesterday. Okay. Azul, were you saying something?
No, I'll just try to name some programming languages like Django,
Yep.
Ruby.
Ruby, yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jordan, if you want to share your screen, just so that we can. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be asking you guys to share your screen, because I want this to be hands-on. If I'm doing it, then I don't think it's really be beneficial if I am doing it. So I'm gonna encourage you guys. I'm gonna be appointing someone every week. So this week it's gonna be Jordan. Next week it will be I'll choose someone else. So I will say either Azul or Samuel. So you just have to be prepared to share your screen, and then I'm gonna be giving you instruction what to do. And also, this is really a hands-on lab. The only way you are going to learn this is by really getting your hands dirty. So even though Jordan is the one sharing, I will encourage you, you don't have to, this is not a requirement, but to have at least like 2 monitors, right? Because then you can pull the Zoom on one side of the monitor, and then you have your other screen on the other monitor. So you can also go, you follow with us, whatever we are doing, because sometimes you are going to be really busy. You are going to say, oh, I've learned, we talk about this today. I'm just going to listen, and then I'll come to it after class. I'll do it during the weekend. The thing is, your life can get so busy that you are not going to be able to go back to it, right? So I will encourage you to go along as we are going. But if your learning style is for you to listen so that you focus more, then do it. Some people are not able to do multitasking, right? So, but I encourage you to go along, or at least after the class, spend maybe 30 minutes or 45 minutes or an hour on that, or whatever we discuss, do it on your own. Okay. So Jordan, if you want to go to, like, try to search for VS Code on your computer, like on the search bar on your computer. VS Code. So if it is installed, it should appear. So open that one, the VS Code.
Right on.
That is not VS Code. So just type VS Code.
Sorry, Danny, who's sharing?
It's Jordan.
Jordan, I'm not seeing your screen.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I'm seeing Samuel. Are you seeing Jordan's screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as well, I don't know. Maybe it's your computer.
Check your computer. Maybe you've hidden the what's it called? The Zoom.
Yeah.
Well, where I am, still the classwork where someone is moving the mouse.
You have to exit out of that one, then go to Zoom. So is it this one that I open?
So go to your download.
This one.
Go to your file explorer.
Yeah. Sorry, do I need to leave the class and come?
Yeah. So as you can leave and come back if you are not seeing it, because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing his screen. Samuel is seeing his screen. So it's on your end. So you can leave and join again.
I think he's looking at his own. Is looking at your own classroom because he was sharing his own screen.
Yeah, so you gotta stop sharing as
Just
well.
click on the Zoom.
Or you just leave and come.
Is it gonna be this one?
Yes, double click on that. So whenever you install VS Code, that's how you are gonna see it, guys. That's the symbol. So okay, so this is an indication that you have VS Code now, right? So this is VS Code. It's just a text editor. It's one of the most powerful tools. Many people are using. Many organizations are using this. You can use it for many things. We'll go over it throughout this class. We're going to be using this one for coding and other stuff. We're going to be using this. So you have that one installed. So that's good. That's really good. Okay. So now the next thing that we're going to do is we install yesterday. Check if you have Java. Check on go to your program files on your computer. So minimize this. So this one you can just go to your taskbar and right click on it. Don't close it yet.
Oh.
Okay, so now go to right click it and then pin it. And then you can close it now. So it's gonna be there. And then go to your program files and see if Java is there, because yesterday the Java was still okay. So the thing I want us to do, let's upload it, let's download a different Java. And go to that one and remove that Java that you installed yesterday.
This one?
Yeah, so go to your down, or I think you said, yeah, remove that one.
Okay, it's been removed.
Okay. And then just give me a minute. Okay, so I'm looking, I uploaded a document. So this is for Terraform. So if you can go, did you remove that one?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so go to your browser again. Go to your browser and just type open, just say JDK, and then just say download the first one. Okay, and then we want the most latest one, probably 11.
It's 17 here.
Yeah, that's click on that one that says JDK for developers, that first one, and then scroll down. Okay, so let's look up so click on the Windows, like there's window. So guys, this is how you do. So what we are trying to do here, these are tools that we need to install. So we are installing Java. So install Java, install the zip file one, the one that says zip file.
This one?
Yeah, is that one a zip?
Yes.
Yes, so that one, install that one, click on it. Okay, so remember, don't open it from there. Go to your download. So the first thing is you go to this website. So it's Oracle, and then you will see open JDK. So you have a lot. Try to remove all those other ones that are below from yesterday. Yeah, remove them just so that otherwise it's going to take a lot of your your storage and your memory, not entire from just the Java ones. You have remove those. Remove the other ones also on the bottom, those two. That's VS Code. Okay, leave that one. That's VS Code. Yeah,
There's
that's
only
VS
one.
Code.
This
So
one is only.
Yeah, so right click on that one. So guys, when you don't go back. So whenever you can see that file, it has a zip. So that's a zip file. So when a file, again, when we doing this IT, we are not just going to jump into. So there are little things that we need to understand. You need to understand. I want you to really understand your computer itself, right? And so whenever you see a zip file like that, it contains executable files. But when a file is zip, you cannot execute them because it's zip. So under that zip, you have a lot of files in there. So to make a file, for you to be able to execute that file, you have to unzip it. To unzip it, right click on the file, and then you extract it first. So do that, Jordan. Right click on that file and just follow extract all. And then you can choose the location. Yeah, put it under program files like this PC. Yep. And then extract. Continue. Okay, so that one is gonna download Java. So while that is going on, go back to your browser. Let's download another software. So all these things are called software. So the software is what, without the software, your computer is not going to work. So your computer that you are seeing here, it's running on a software, which I'm going to explain a little bit later on during the class. We talk about the OS level, you talk about the application level, and then you talk about the user interface. So everything that you are doing so far, Windows, one of the difference between Windows and Mac and Linux is Windows use what we call GUI, GUI, which is graphical user interface. It's called GUI, graphical user interface, right? So that's what Windows use. Now, when you talk about Linux use CLI, which is command line interface. So the GUI is like when you click. So if they're asking an interview or in a test, what's the difference between a GUI and CLI? A GUI, you have to click for you to like get where you are. So if I tell you right now, go to your document. So Jordan, go to your document. Go to the document. So you see, you click on documents. Now, if you want to, if in Linux, that's not how you do it. In Linux, it's only commands, right? So go to your browser, open your browser again.
You said GUI is graphic user interface?
Yeah, graphical user interface. GUI.
Okay.
So what you are doing right now, Windows is notorious. That's what Windows is known for. That's why a lot of people use Windows, because it's easy graphical user interface. Command line. So again, Windows also have a command line. Let me show you that really quick. On your search bar here, type CMD. So that first one, click on it. That first one, like just say open as administrator, run as administrator. So this is a command line. So the same thing that you can do over there, you can do it here, but only that you use command here. So ls might not work. So type ls.
S as in Sam?
Yes. And then enter. So it's not gonna work. But when I'm gonna show you this guy when we come to Linux, right? But ls is like one of the utility tools. So this one you can do. You can type cd, C as in cat, and D as in dog, and then space. So right now you are under assistance. So just say download. Say download. And then enter. So it's saying that system cannot find the path specified. So again, don't worry about that because there are some things that we need to do here, but that's just an example of like a CLI. Okay, without much talking, let's go open your, so this is called CMD. This is by default. It comes with all Windows machine. It's called CMD, command prompt. So sometimes people will not say CMD, they will just say open your command prompt. If they say open your command prompt, this is what they mean, command prompts. It comes by default with Windows machine. All right, so you can close that.
What is the full meaning of CLI, please?
It's command line interface.
Okay, thank you.
Command line interface. You guys are going to see that a lot. We are going to play with CLI a lot. So don't worry about that.
And that's
right.
It's Linux, right?
Yeah, it's Linux. Can you go open your Chrome again? Is that thing finished downloading, extracting?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's finish that. It's still going.
Oh, actually, no, it's still here.
It's still going. So open your Chrome. So the other thing also, Samuel, so we decided, I think I posted that on the group. We are going to be taking break at 6:30 for 15-minute break, and then we'll come back at 6:45. So type Git. We are done with this one. Just type Git, Git, and then click on download for Windows. That's third, yeah, that one. And then click on Windows. Okay, and then scroll down. Let me see. Okay, so just go up and select the one that fits your. So let's install the 32-bit for Windows, 64-bit for Windows setup. Click on that 64-bit. Let's use that 64-bit. So all these things that you are downloading here, you can download them. Not what you are doing right now. This is like the manual, like the GUI form. But you can also use commands to download these things. Yeah, so just go and double click on that. So Git is very easy to download.
My computer is 64. Do I download 64?
Yep, 64. If you have 64, just download 64. So just hold on. Okay, go next. And then just leave everything as default. Hold on. Additional icon on the desktop. Click on check everything. Check everything. Yep, check that. Hold on. Check delay for Git for Windows updates. No, you don't want them to be sending you like a lot of things. Scroll down. Add a new Git bar profile to Windows terminal. Select that one. That's not bad. Okay, and then you can go next. And then to continue, go next. Just go next. And then here, override the default branch name for new repositories. So the new branch name, it's going to be main. So just leave that. Go next. Use Git for Git bash only. Git for command line and no, we don't want Git for command line only. Use Git and optional units. So just leave that one as default, the recommended one. So they will tell you the recommended one. So just go next. Use external OpenSH. Just go leave the default one. Go next. And then go next. Go next. Just go next. Go next. Just go next. Like just leave everything as default now. Yep, install. So it's gonna install that. Go to the browser again. While this is going, go to the browser. Another tool that we are gonna not that. So you are still on your thing. So go to search for mobile Xterm, MOBA, and then Xterm. That one, that one, yep, just hit enter. And then click on download, free mobile Xterm, download, yeah, click on that one. So we want the free version one. So go down, select this one, that free one. So everything, don't select, and if they ask you to pay for anything that you're gonna pay for, I'll tell you. Don't click on anything they ask you to pay. And use mobile Xterm, home edition, mobile Xterm, portable.
Yeah, portable. Portable is fine. Portable edition.
Yeah, get that one. Oh, Azu is here. Welcome, Solomon.
Hey, Daniel, sorry, did you start early?
Yeah, we agree yesterday. Remember, were you here yesterday when we talked about the time?
Yeah, it was, but I did not know that you guys are going to start early.
Yeah, so remember, extract that. Yeah, we didn't start early. We start at 5.
Okay, because I was thinking it's just our normal 6 to 8, our 8 to 10.
Oh no, no, we agreed to change the time yesterday. Instead of 6 to 5, just to accommodate the time for other people that are in a different time zone. Yep, just continue. Okay, good job. All right, can you check that Java? Check the Java. If it is finished.
I think this is the 3.0.
No, just go back. Just go check for the Java. Just go back over there and check. I think the Java is finished extracting. Yeah, that one. I think it's the middle one.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, that middle one. Yep. Is that a Java? Okay. Don't worry about this. Samuel, Solomon, do you wanna walk them through how to set the environment variables?
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so I have it. You can see my other screen. You guys can see my screen, right? Or no?
I will stop sharing. Everything is downloaded now.
Yeah, don't stop sharing. You are still going. So don't stop sharing. Solomon is just gonna take you guys, because that Java, so for Java and Terraform, for them to work, we have to set up environment variables for them. So Solomon is gonna walk you guys through that. So you close some of these browsers so that your system don't have a lot of browser open, because otherwise your system is gonna slow down. Yeah. All right, Solomon.
Okay.
You can take him. Yeah, for that one, click finish. Okay, so that one is good.
I just wanted to indicate I was following along, so everything that he downloaded, I downloaded.
Good job. Good job. I saw you. Yeah, good job. Good job. Solomon, you want to take them with the...
Yeah. So who is next now? Okay, I should take the current person on screen, right?
Yep, the current person. So they are all gonna follow.
Okay. So Samuel, I think you're the one sharing right now. So I'll need you to go.
It's Jordan.
It's Jordan. Okay.
Yeah.
Jordan, I need you to go to environment variable. So where you have that magnifying glass, just type NEV, something like that. NEV.
ENV.
Yeah. ENV, sorry. Yeah, look at it there.
Where is it? This one?
Up there, up, no, the one up. Yeah. Just click on that. So hit environment variable. So we are going to do this in 2-part fold. So one is the top, and the other one is where we're going to make the addition. So the first one is we're going to keep that one on the OneDrive where it is. Then we're going to hit new, the one on the up box. No, leave it where it is. Hit new. No, the up one. It's a 2-part fold. So the up and the down. So click hit new. So in that new, we're just going to put a variable name, which is called Java_home. All is going to be a cap letter. Java, not Java underscore home. So keep this window open. Keep this window open. Hit the Explorer window, which is the yellow box down. Just keep this window open. Hit the Explorer window, which is the yellow. No, the yellow box. That's an Explorer window. Now go to the next page. No, wait. Now hit that. Do you have it on this? Go to the next one. The first box. No. Hit that Explorer window. If you see, when you hit the Explorer window, it's going to give you 2 boxes. I need you to click on the first box.
Which one is Explorer window?
That the yellow box. Now it's giving you 2 boxes. I need you to hit the first box. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good. So now there is a pathway I think Daniel gave you guys where you guys put this stuff. So I will need you to go and copy the URL on that pathway. No, sorry. Don't go that way. If you go that way, you're going to mess it up. So hit this PC. If you see go down, you see this PC. Hit the PC, hit the C drive, hit the program file. Then you hit, okay, wait, just wait now. Now hit JDK. Which one is running? Which I see you have 2 JDK, so don't get confused. So I think the 20
need to delete
the one. Okay. So go to the next one, hit the 23. So now I need to go up, copy that pathway. Copy that pathway. No, keep your cursor at the very end of the JDK 23 where you have the JDK. No. See, go up. See, go up. So when they ask you in Linux to copy a pathway, this is the pathway. So go to your right or after JDK 23.0.2. No, go now. Go to your right to the ending of the file.
Yeah, something is blocking my screen.
Okay,
bring that
you
thing
can
down.
drag it down. It's the
Drag
zoom
that
thing.
down.
Okay,
So
let me
drag that zoom down, and then
Okay, here.
Yeah, after that place, then you hit the inside box. Just hit your cursor inside the box. Go, no, after that stuff. No, go. After that stuff, after you have the greater sign, hit your cursor. No, after you have the hit your cursor there. Now copy that part. That's the pathway. So now let's go back to the environment variable.
So one second, he clicked on, sorry about this. He clicked on this PC, he clicked on local disk drive, he clicked on program files.
Yes, and he
After
clicked on
program.
JDK. He clicked on the JDK.
Okay.
Yeah, so now, sorry, Samuel, I need you to click on that place you have the computer icon. If you go all the way to the right, you see where you have your computer icon after VS Code. Yeah, that's your environment pathway. Now hit that. Now paste that stuff you copied in there.
Oh,
paste it.
It's not pasting now.
No, you can paste. No, click, cancel. Now paste it with your, what do you call it, with your mouse. Right click and paste.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now click.
Okay,
hit
hold
OK.
on, Samuel. So what Samuel just showed you, you can do that same thing again.
Jordan, talk for yourself. It's Jordan that is doing it.
Jordan. So what Samuel just explained to you, that's one way to do it. Another way to do it also, you see where it says browse directory and browse files. You can also click on that browse directory and then you go through that same step. Samuel did not want, that's a long step. They want to go through that. So I just want you to know you can do that. That's why they put browse directory, browse file. So if you want to browse where the file path, then you can browse the file where the file is located. So you don't have to copy that to come. You can also do it this way. Okay. So I see there is no one way of doing something. So we are going to be giving you guys different ways of doing something. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now, so hit done, hit OK. Now go to the next one. So now the next one is tricky. So you're going to be looking for the pathway, which is path. The path is go back to the down box. The down box, sorry, sir. Go back, the down box. I told you it's a 2 box. Now look at path. You see path with the lowercase. So now you want to put that now in the path. Go down, you see path. Go down. Yes. Yeah, look at that. Yes. Now click on that. Now, so when you click on that, you're creating a new path inside that same environment variable. So now in this part, you're not going to hit edit, you're just going to hit new. So hit new, sir. No, sorry. You're going to hit edit, not new, sorry. My bad. Hit edit. Now, if Daniel, can you please copy that stuff I gave you on your WhatsApp, put it on the chat so that they can copy it. So go to the chat, you see what Daniel.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
I'm pulling it up now.
So just hit new. Go to the last part. Somewhere, go to the hit that part, then hit new. Okay, Daniel is going to paste something. So I need you to copy for Java. Put the one for Java first.
Okay.
Copy on the, sorry about this, on the bottom part, is it new or edit that led you to this?
New.
Okay,
So
new.
so wait, the first thing that led you to this box, this dialog box, is edit. Then what gives you that prompt is new.
Okay, so I pasted that in there.
So copy the Java and put under that place.
It's on the chat, the Zoom chat here. Guys, if you don't do this right, it's not going to work. So that's why Samuel is telling you.
So click OK. Now click OK.
Wait.
Samuel, can you guys do the Terraform already while you are on the screen?
Yeah,
Just
we can
add,
do it.
add to that.
No, let me just test. Let me just show him that. Let's test the Java then before we go back. So click OK somewhere. Now come back.
It's Jordan.
Now go back to your magnifying glass and put your command. Put your CMD. Type your CMD there. Now go in as administrator. I hope that I explained that to you. Now type Java. You can just put the short form. Yeah, then put underscore, yeah. I think Java run or something like that, yeah.
Java run?
No, so remove that, put them in lowercase.
Put the uppercase, yeah. Just put the first one uppercase or the low, yeah.
Yeah, so just say Java, Java.
Just type Java.
And then space.
Now hit enter, let's see. You should.
Hit enter and see.
No underscore?
No, just hit enter. I think hit enter and see. Did you hit enter?
Let's go back to your let's go back to your download where you downloaded this file and let's see. So this is where you extracted it, right? Now open that extraction again. Open and you see.
Did it work?
Well, I'm just trying to check. Since we have two, I don't know which one he downloaded. He installed.
Hold on. Can you go back to that command prompt? Run it as administrator. Right now, you are running it as use. Run it, X out of it, and then go search for it. But make sure you run it as administrator. So search for it again.
CMD.
Yeah, and then run as administrator. Now, I want you to type Java, Java, and then space, dash, version, version, and then hit enter. You are
okay,
good.
I think I think it's the space, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good. So for every application that you download, that hyphen, that dash that you see, it's called a flag. So again, can you type that same or do your up arrow key? So if you on your keyboard, you see an up arrow key. Okay, now remove that version. Just say Java-V and hit enter. So you see, it will not give you that. So some applications, it will allow you to just use that shortcut, but some of them, it will allow you have to use the full path, right? So you are go with Java. But you still got to remove that 11, that JDK 11 that you have, just to make sure that you.
No, I think we've done it. We've removed it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now. Yeah. The Zoom kicked me out for some reason. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Now, so Samuel, you need to do the same thing to Maven. So
yeah, I don't think we've installed Maven, so you can walk him through that.
Oh, okay. You've not installed Maven.
Should I exit this one?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Let me remove all the things here.
So
okay. So what are we doing next?
So
before you go to the next one, let me ask a question. When you opened your environment variables, right? And I've done the first top part. On the second part, I click edit, and then the environment variable came. What did you do there?
I think you should share your screen somehow.
So when you click edit in the first one, is it the first very one that has two boxes, right? So the very first one that have two boxes, the up box is you're going to keep it on the OneDrive. Okay, are you talking about this one?
I've done this top part. I'm doing this bottom part now.
Now when you do edit, you need to go down to the down part, to the down part and click new. After that one, after the C drive, go ahead, keep your cursor at the down, then click new. Now hit there and click new. Yes. Now you paste that. Now then I told you it's a two ways. If you can remember, just like a Linux administrator will remember the pathway and he can just write the pathway, which is still fine. The system is still going to locate it. But if you can't do that, then you just have to copy it.
It was this one, cloud system. It was this Java here.
Okay, then just click on that.
Click on this, hit
and then OK.
And then OK. And then OK again.
Hold on. So which one did you do for?
You see, top part? I've done this one already. You see that Java home.
Okay, what about you need the bottom one also, the path.
The bottom one,
that's what he did.
Okay, so let's verify it's there. Can you scroll down? It has to be there. Go back to that environment variable. Scroll down. Did you see any Java?
So you didn't do the down part.
It's not there, so you didn't do it. Okay. So you got to click on that path.
I think I clicked this and did edit.
Or you have to say new.
Oh, okay. So this has been edited.
No. That is not what he did. He did the top. You did it for the top one.
For the top one, you only did for the top.
The top one was done before I asked if can we do. So the top one was already done, but I click on the pathway.
I click edit. Now click edit. Let's see what it is there.
To see it right there. So I edited this pathway that was already there instead of clicking new.
Okay, so that was not how you're supposed to do it.
So delete that.
Yeah, delete that one.
Okay, good.
So you saw what this guy did, right?
Then new.
Yeah.
No. Calm down. Now put it on a path. If you don't put it on the path, if you do new, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So see where you have the path. Yeah. Now, click that part. Now click edit.
Edit.
No, now, let him not edit this one. So hold on. Let him not edit this one. So get out of this one.
Okay.
So just click on that path again.
Path.
Yep. And then click on new.
New.
You gotta specify the name. So put Java_home.
Java_home.
And then click on browse directory. So they did the other one, the other version. So you are doing now this other version.
So it was this one I used.
Yep. And then click OK. And then click OK again.
Okay.
And then now if you see, you can see Java_home right there.
Yes.
If you don't see that path there, if you don't see that there, which means you did not do it. Okay.
Okay. So now hit OK.
Hit OK again.
Okay again. Okay.
So before you go forward, go back. Actually, click on that, because for people who are watching this video, if you are not here for today, you are watching the video. Click on that environment variable. You click on the environment variable again. So you have two parts. I want to explain this. You have the system variable. The one at the bottom is the system variable. The one on the top is the user variable name. So it's the user. So the user, that's you. The one on the bottom is for the system, which means the computer system.
Okay.
Right? So you can edit that one, but if you don't edit this one, the system is not going to recognize it. Okay?
Okay.
So if you are watching the video, you are unable to join the session today, you are watching the video, I want you to remember this. For some of the applications, you are going to do both for the user variable, and then you are going to do for the system variable, because they have to be at sync. Okay? All right. You can go, okay.
Okay.
So I think they need to do Terraform also. So Terraform you only do for the user.
Let me just verify that command thing.
Yeah, verify that.
CMD. I already did run as administrator. So let me open this. I'm bringing it.
You gotta do it again. And don't forget to you gotta click that OK. X out of this, because if you don't click the OK, the system is still not gonna run it. Okay, try to run it first. Try to run it.
Now on this command. Okay.
Don't give space.
KVN space version.
So you see it's not working, right? So why is it not working? Because you are not running it as administrator, you are running it as Samuel. Okay, so we want you to run it. Close this one. Close it entirely, the command prompt, and then run it as administrator.
I've closed it now. CMD. Run as administrator. Yes. And then JVA.
It's right there on your taskbar. So you see it says system 32, which means it's admin. So run it now.
Okay. Okay.
So the one thing I want you to be really mindful about, so that Java, put it in lowercase. So do your up arrow key on your computer. Do your up arrow key. So do your up arrow key.
Yes, up arrow.
Yeah, on your keyboard.
I click the up.
So move, do the other arrow and go to that Java, change it to lowercase.
No, Daniel, it will not still work. He has not finished.
Okay, yeah, so that's, I want him to, because, yeah, you have not finished. It's still not going to work, but just try it. Just hit enter. Okay, so go finish it now. So you want to continue?
Okay.
Oh,
close this one. Close this.
I downloaded 60. Okay, system 30. Okay, this is the 4 bits. Okay, good.
So go back to the environment variable. Now go to the down part. The down part. Now look for part. The small PAT. Yeah, the one.
Okay. This one.
Now hit edit.
Edit.
So I need you to go to that file explorer, like what I think what is it Jordan? What Jordan did. No, don't do browsing, please.
Okay.
Don't do browsing. Go to the file explorer. If you know the path, then you can write it, but it is good you do.
I saved it in a folder instead of just saving it in this. So that's what I do. That's why I'm using the browser to get to where I'm getting to. I saved it inside document under cloud systems. And that's where this stuff is at.
Okay, so click the JDK where you have the JDK. Now click OK. Now let's see if it will work because the pathway seems to be long. But let's see if it will work.
Okay. And this okay now?
Yeah. Like in IT, before you invent the wheel, you have to go through the what they calling it. You have to go through the conventional process first before you invent the wheel.
Okay.
So do that same Java underscore version to see if it's running.
So the thing is, he didn't finish clicking OK. There was one OK that you didn't finish. So X out of it. The last OK you didn't do it. So go back to the environment variable. So the other thing you gotta so you see you have so hit OK and make sure you hit OK all the way. You close everything.
Okay. I don't know if this one is okay too. Okay, system. Okay, the same thing.
Yeah, don't change anything. Just follow what we are saying. So the thing about IT is you gotta be really like you have to extra be alert, like watch out for like any pattern that's not, because sometimes like even a space that is not supposed to be is where you put a space where it's not supposed to be, it's gonna give you a headache.
Okay. Sorry. Just want to make sure I practice this and then run as administrator. Yes. If not, I'll just extract it to the regular file instead of putting a folder. Java, you did hyphen version. Java.
That is not Java.
Oh,
yeah,
Java.
Yeah, probably that's why it wasn't working also. Hit enter. So remember, you don't always have to be at the end. You can be anywhere you hit enter. So still it's not working. So let's do this. We are going to be taking break in 7 minutes. So once we come back, I'm going to put you in a group with, or maybe after the class you can stay and then we can fix that. That's easy fix, okay?
Okay.
That's easy fix. All right, so you guys still need to do the same thing for Terraform, right? You need to add the path to the top on Terraform. So Jordan, you want to share your screen again since you have Terraform on going?
Okay, no problem.
So the installations are always gonna be a headache, because these are the things that you're actually gonna be doing once you get you're gonna be doing this. So if you already have Terraform, we downloaded Terraform yesterday, right?
Yes, we did. So do I go and confirm that first?
Yeah, go confirm it. Go make sure it's on your download or wherever you put it. I think you put it on, or it's already there. So yeah, Terraform, make sure it's been extracted. Okay, so it looks like it's go to your program files. So Samuel, you just need to go. I'll walk you through if you want to stay after the class. I'll walk you through like how to download that. I just want to make sure we are sticking to the time.
Okay.
Okay, so do you see any Terraform? Scroll down. Okay, Terraform is right there. So remember, it's on that program. So you can copy the path from here, just like you did for the other one earlier.
This one?
No, remember how you copy the path? So that's Terraform. But how did you copy the path? Remember, you went to, like at the ending of that file where it's a program files, right? And then copy that. Let me see what I even have on mine.
Excellent job. That's fine. Excellent. So copy and go and paste. That's it.
Yeah. That one, I think you just need to put it under the user variable. So you go back, open that environment variable.
Here, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So now they put it on put your cursor first on the OneDrive where you have the OneDrive. Now hit new. Type Terraform. All lowercase Terraform.
Yep.
Yeah, you paste that.
Is that correct?
Yep. So basically, hold on. So basically that file that you are seeing, so again, this is an opportunity to just explain file path, right? So the path is always telling you, it's giving, it's like when you have in the olden days, you have like a phone directory, right? That can lead you to like different contacts. When there was like, people use a phone book, right? To get like directories and all. So this one is telling you, hey, this file is on your C drive, but Windows doesn't allow like / to do \. So it's on your C drive, on your home directory, and then in program files. So this is when someone look at this, that's the location, that's where this file is located. When the system is going to look at this, that's when it's okay, Terraform, you want to use Terraform, let me go look for it. That's the path that it's going to go. So for every programs that you have on your computer, they have a path. And majority of the errors when you are going to start working, it can either be like maybe you put the wrong path. Okay, so just remember that's the path, that's the file location, that's where the file is located. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So do I just do okay now?
Yep, just do okay on everything.
Now, no. First of all, wait now. Come back again. Just repeat that same process on the down part. So go to the pathway, the same thing you did. Now click edit. Now paste that stuff under that place where you have it, just like you did the first one. Now hit new. Yeah, paste. Now that's fine. Now so hit OK. Hit OK everything. Now hit OK. So go test Terraform with your command line, with your CMD.
So that one you just have to type Terraform.
So CMD first time.
Yeah. So
CMD.
so you can do this in your mobile, your Git or your CMD, just in case you have Git. You can do it all.
Actually, let's do it from. So don't do command prompt. Do Git. Just type select Git. Salma, that's a good one. Just open the Git. Don't even run it just open it. Yeah. So
have you installed it?
No. So close this one. He has installed it. Yeah. Close this page. Then search for Git. Search for Git here on the. There you go. So type Terraform with the lowercase t. And then enter. There you go. Voila. Scroll up. And can you make the screen big? The available command for executing are listed below.
So your Terraform is running now.
So it's good.
What's this guy's name? Samuel. So Samuel, if you just follow through what we did with Jordan, you can get your own. While we have the break, you can get your own on the way.
So Jordan, Samuel, are you up to where he is right now with Git, like Terraform?
No, I have to watch. I will have to rewatch this later.
Okay, I can stay after the class. After when we finish the class, I can stay and then we can go over that. Okay.
Okay.
So we are gonna take a break, 15-minute break. Let's come back at 6:45. Yeah, I will set a timer.
Okay.
Walk us through.
Auntie Mercy, don't wake up. Okay, so I right-click the Maven that I downloaded, and then I click on extract all.
Yes.
And then I extract it. I make sure that I extract it into the program files.
Okay.
So I go down here to PC, program files, and then select folder.
Yep.
And then it's gonna extract into that folder. Hit continue.
Good job. So this is, for me, I feel like this is how people learn. So like when you are explaining that right now, trust me, Jordan,
Yes, sir.
you'll be in a better place after this class today to walk someone through like how to set up environment variables.
Amen.
Maybe in your job, when you get hired, this is something they'll be like, oh, we hired this person, we want you to help them set up their computer or their system. You will do this. Okay. This might be a job, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And so remember also, documentation is really important. So I want you, that's why I'm gonna encourage you guys to install, if you don't already have it, to install Notepad. Notepad is gonna be your best friend. So the Notepad that you can install, maybe you can do Notepad++, just so that you can, because that's where you are gonna, every little thing that we say in the class, not everything I'm gonna be putting, some things Solomon is gonna be saying it verbally, I'm gonna be saying it verbally. It's really your job to take jotting of those instructions that we say. That's documentation. Documentation is highly, highly, highly important in IT. Really, really important. Could you imagine when you buy those things, like even everything that you buy, they give you a manual because they want users to be able to like know what they are doing. And it has to be, we call it technical writing, right? It has to be in a writing that someone who do not have knowledge in IT, when they look at it, they're able to follow that instruction. Okay, so you've extracted it. What next?
So now that it's extracted, I think I need to go ahead and install first, right?
What?
Oh, I don't need to install it.
So we need to set up the environment variables, right?
Okay. So to set up the environment variables, I go down here and I type env, and then I open that. And then I go to environment variables here. And
Can you drag it to the other side? That's why I want you to drag it on this side.
Like that?
Yep, like that. And then maybe drag this other screen also, so it doesn't block you. It's not going to allow you. So close this one first, the one on the first. So it's dependent, that screen is dependent on this one. Yeah, so drag this one. Now open.
Okay, so we open the environment variables. And then I'm supposed to find the Maven right here.
Yeah, so just follow that instruction on the blog.
Okay.
So if you scroll down, you will see it down. Okay.
So for Windows, after Maven zip file is downloaded, extract into any folder. For example, to remember the folder location better, I'll put it into here. I'm not sure if mine is there, but
it doesn't have to be the same. So okay. They are telling that's why you already did that.
Okay. So now to open the environment variables, we've done this. Okay, so looks like now I have to go to what?
So remember, it doesn't have to be the same with yours, but they are telling you to. Yep.
And then I'll put Maven, right?
Yep. So just copy from the blog. Don't reinvent. It's already there, right? On the blog. It's on a, you say add put. You see underneath that blog, go down a little bit.
Oh, okay. Variable name. So that's Maven _ home.
Yep.
And then I go ahead and find the path. And the way that I do that is I go here. And then go to this PC.
Good job.
Go to profiles.
Good job. Maven is right there. Apache, go up, click on it. Yep. And then just copy the path.
And then copy from here. So
yep.
And then come back here and paste.
And
okay.
Okay.
And then we go to
what does the block say? Yeah, so these are the things. So this is a good example. You just follow some of the labs, all the labs that we are going to be doing. This is what you are going to follow what the blog is saying.
Click new and write.
You need to step up. So go up again. What's the step?
Now double click on variable path. Is that going to be here?
Variable path.
Oh, right here.
Yep. And then what did they say? New.
Okay. And then now double clicking variable path. So I put this in there.
Yep. So the first one that we did, that first one should have been under. It should have been under. Yeah, just go about. Just finish doing it. Finish doing it. If it doesn't work, there I know what the problem is.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I don't want to get it wrong.
What? Don't be nervous, my brother.
Okay, click new and write. So is this gonna be the variable name? This thing right here?
Yeah, just put that one. Put it as it is.
Okay, so that and then
No, sorry, what are you doing?
He's adding the Maven.
But you've added it in the up, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so when you've added it on the top, then the other second one is just to go and put it on the same thing you did for Java. You don't need to add this pathway like this in here. You just need to click up here, then go to the path and just add it the same way you have it.
So I go here, right?
Yeah, you go here and do edit. Edit. Now, you see that same thing here. See where you have Java to the same thing. You just paste that one there.
Okay, so new, right?
Yeah, new. They copy that thing and paste there. No?
No, that one.
See that's percentage Maven underscore home, and that's the same
from
thing.
Here?
You can write, you can just type it, you can, whatever, anyone that works fine with you. No, look at it down here. The window is studio.
Yeah, you have to edit it again.
Clean up that thing and put and paste that one there.
Sorry.
Okay. So click OK. OK to all. Okay. Yep. Then go test it again the same way you did. You can use your
so
Git
even the blog, if you look at the blog, it tells you the command for that. So but just do the same thing that you did for earlier. So this way you just say MVN. You don't type the entire Maven. Again, is that gonna work?
No, lowercase, please. No, space dash version. Hit your up arrow key. Again, sir, look at what you're doing. Daniel told you you're not in the administrative mode. So you can start using your Git. You don't have to use your CMD. Your Git is also like a terminal. So it's still the same thing, but what you're going to be using going forward in this class will be Git and not the CMD. So start getting used to your Git. No, clean up this. Cancel this, please, sir. Close this window. Close the entire window. Now put your Git or your CMD, but whichever one that works for you.
So not that one. Don't do that git cmd. Close that one.
Okay.
Always you want to use git bash. So that's why just type git, not the cmd one. Don't use the cmd one, okay? So just type git, see that one, git bash.
Just get used to the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Select that.
So do I double click?
No,
Yes.
just click on it. Yeah. I want you to right click on it on the taskbar so that you can have it on your terminal, your taskbar now. So you don't have to always, again, you gotta work smarter, not harder.
Okay, and then MVN.
So what does the block say? I want you to drag this. That's why I say you have the thing on two screens. So drag this and then follow the command. So I want you to get used to it. Go up. No, go up. You see the command right there, MVN. So all you need to do, copy and paste. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm not going to be pulling it off my head. Copy and paste, right?
Mhm. Hit enter.
Not enter right now because there are a lot of things that are on there. So remove this extra, the tilde, there's a tilde at the end, remove that, and there's other things in front of that M, remove all, and then hit enter. So your cursor doesn't have to be to the end. It can be anywhere. You just hit enter. Command not found. So which means it's not working.
Okay,
right?
Let me try on my thing. So MVN.
Yeah.
Yep.
So run this as administrator, sir.
Okay. And then still gonna be the same thing, right?
Yes, the same thing.
VN space dash version.
Just say V. You don't need to spell it. Just say V or version anyone. Think it will work with this too. Type the whole version. Up arrow key. Always use your up arrow key to save yourself time.
So the up arrow key is just telling you, so everything that you type on the terminal, on that terminal, it's gonna be there just like history.
Okay.
So it's just a way of like you saving time. You have to be fast. You have to be, think fast, work smarter. That's the whole thing.
So go back to your environment variable. So something happened in your environment variable. This is not properly constituted.
Yeah.
You've installed it, right? And the pathways are correct. So go back to your environment variable. Let's see the first top one.
Yeah, I know what happened.
Oh, okay.
I know what happened.
Now click that one, edit that one. I see
I
it.
didn't put the correct part.
Yeah. You didn't put the Maven. So now browse to the Maven.
This one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Remember, you need to click the Apache. Click the Apache. So what you did not click the Apache, that is the problem. Now click OK. So instead of the file reading the Apache, is reading the whole file. It's reading the whole program file. So click OK. So click OK.
What about the path? Do I need to?
No worry, the path is fine. Click OK. Now let's go back again. Go back to your command. No, you're running it as a user.
Can I just use this?
Yes, use that. You can use it as an administrator too. No, but if you must use it as an administrator.
Okay.
So just right click on it.
If it's here, look at it. Yeah, type them. Okay, you can go ahead and type your stuff. No, give a space, sir. Just like you have it on the blog.
Voila.
It's right.
Yep. So Samuel, if you see that screen when you follow this, if you see this screen, which means you are good. Okay, guys, let's so those are the main tools for now. We are going to install the tools as we go on, but I want us to move on. So Jordan, you can stop sharing your screen. I want to walk you guys. We are going to move on to AWS today. So do you guys see my screen?
Yes.
What do you see?
Cloud Skills Gateway.
What about now?
AWS global
infrastructure, right?
Yes.
Okay, guys. So AWS. So yesterday we talked about like cloud computing in general, right? We talk about, say, cloud computing is just a way of like you having your infrastructure and managing all your services in the cloud. You know, there are different cloud providers. One of them, just give me a minute. All right, Solomon. I'm here. I will continue. Yeah, you can. Yeah. So there are different cloud providers. AWS is just one of them. So you have Google, you have
GCP.
let's look at them.
Microsoft Azure.
So if you type cloud service providers, it's gonna show you like the different type cloud service providers. You know, so you have OpenStack Cloud, Red Hat is one. You have Intel also, right? VMware, Cloud Foundation. So there are a lot of them. Microsoft, you know, Google Cloud, AWS, Outpost. So AWS is one, Google is one, IBM, Azure. These are all cloud providers that provide cloud services for people for individuals or organizations who wants to enjoy the benefits of cloud or who wants to take leverage of the cloud services they provide. For this training, we are only going to be focusing on Amazon Web Services. And then we'll do DevOps. DevOps is not a cloud provider. DevOps is just a culture that majority of the organizations are actually implementing now, DevOps, because it has best practices and it's highly secure. So with AWS, there are a few things that we need to understand. So what my screen that you are seeing right now, this is called the global infrastructure. So when we talk about AWS global infrastructure, AWS has 36 launch regions. A region is just a location where users can provision or have their services. Just for example, like US has like territories, right? So you have like Puerto Rico, you have Solana Island. They have different these small regions, right? So look at it as almost like a region in AWS. So a region is a geographical location wherein users, organizations can have their servers hosted, right? So I'm going to show you guys that when we log into the AWS like the page, when you create the account. So for Samuel, you were not here yesterday. Jordan has already created an AWS account. Azu has AWS account. I'm pretty sure Mercy have AWS account. If you have an old one, I'm telling you, don't use that old one because they are going to be charging you. You probably lost free tier. So when you create the account newly, you have 12 months. You have a year free. They don't charge you. It's free. They call it free tier. But AWS currently, as we are speaking, they have 36 launch regions. And then they have 114 availability zones. These might be questions they might ask for your cloud practitioner exam when you are going to take the exam, because the purpose of this class is to really prepare you so that you can go take those exams and pass them so that you have them under your belt. So you got to remember this. You don't need to memorize them, but just know them. They have 700 plus CloudFront POPs. So CloudFront is just a content delivery mechanism that AWS has. So you can see here this map. So if say it will tell you like Canada West, Oregon. So this is where I live, Oregon. Oregon is one of the regions that are there in the US. You have North California, and then you have AWS GovCloud. So AWS GovCloud is only accessible to people or citizens of the United States of America. People who are in the United States, people who are, I think probably you have to be a citizen. I'm not sure. I don't have that, but majority of the time are people like the CIA, the government. The government, it's for the government, like, or citizens of America. They use the GovCloud. That's why it's called GovCloud, government. But these are all where AWS. So in Africa also, AWS has regions in Africa, but I think it's in South Africa. We are going to see that. And then they have 42 local zones. They have 29 wavelength zones. They have 245 countries and territories served in the entire world. They have what they call 135 direct connect locations. Now, if the benefit of why do we need the cloud, it's all here. So this one, everybody have access to this. One, the cloud, we talk about security. It's highly secure. We talk about availability. It's highly available, which means that's why they have regions. You can provision, you can have your website running on multiple regions for high availability. It gives you the highest performance. It is highly scalable, which means if you have a lot of customers that are coming in, you can deploy more applications so that your customers, you cater for the needs of your customers. It is flexible. It has a global print, right? They are all over the place. Now, if we look at this, we can look at this in a list form. And if you look at it on a list form, this is what it looks like. So for North America, these are the regions that we have here available. So you have North Virginia, you have Ohio, you have California, you have Oregon, you have US East, and then you have US West, you have Central, and then you have Mexico. So in North America, these are the regions. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in North America. So you see here, each region has what we call availability zone. Now, for professionals who really know AWS, they are not going to call it availability zone. You will hear them say AZ. When you hear the word AZ, it means availability zone. So North Virginia has 6 availability zone. So remember the region is just where you have it's a data center. They have data centers. Oregon have 1 data center. But inside that data center, you also have what they call AZ, availability zone, because they are segregating the application. So even if the region falls or breaks down, you still have that region still have what they call that AZs, where you host your application. So if one thing fails, your application will still survive. Because like America or North America, there's a lot of like natural disasters, so that's why they did this here for disaster recovery and all high availability or so forth. And then in Ohio, you have 3 availability zones. In California, you have 3. In Oregon, we have 4 availability zones. In US East, we have 3 availability zones. And US West, we have 3. And then Central, we have 3. And then Mexico, we have 3 also. Local zones, these are the local zones, lot of local zones here. Yeah, so these are things you can take a look at them. It gives you like when they were, the timeline, when they were formed. So the AWS GovCloud was launched in 2018. The US West, the East was launched in 2018. West was launched in 2012. Central was launched in 2016. Canada West was launched in 2023. And then Mexico was launched in 2025. So Mexico, they just launched this one. This is very new. And it has 3 zones. Oregon was launched in 2011. Ohio was launched in 2016. North Virginia was launched in 2006. So 2006 was when Amazon started really the cloud computing, and their first service was like S3. Those are like the oldest services that they have. It was for storage. And then 2009 was when North California was. So these are just like, you have Asia, they are in Asia, you know, they are in different parts of the world. South Africa, so we have, this is in Africa, South Africa. The AWS cloud in South Africa has 3 availability zones with 1 geographic region with 4 edge network locations and 1 regional edge cache location. Regions, availability zones, so they have like different ones. So it's important to just know like what you are, understand like AWS. If you really want to learn AWS, you really want to understand, it's important to really understand like the services that they provide. So that's a brief overview of like the global infrastructure. So remember, the global infrastructure, you have, you must talk about region. You cannot talk about AWS if you don't talk about region. You have to talk about AZs, availability zones. So remember, AZs are availability zones. And in each region, you have certain amount of availability zones. So you got to remember that. CloudFront is a service, it's called a content delivery network. So it's really designed for, let's say I have an application, for example, my website, and majority of my customers, let's say they are coming from Africa, like Nigeria or Sierra Leone, but I'm hosting my application here. I can put a CloudFormation distribution so that whenever my customers in Nigeria and Sierra Leone or South Africa, whenever they want to access my application, they don't have to, it's not going to be a headache for them to access my application. So you bring the application closer to them. So they are gonna feel like the application probably is in let's say Nigeria. Users will have best experience because the application is gonna act as if it's actually somewhere in Nigeria, but actually it is hosted in the US. I just put a CloudFront distribution in front of it so that it delivers the content closer to them. That is what Netflix use. An example of that is Netflix. That's why when you are in Africa, sometimes Netflix will know your IP address, and so they will block it. So there are some countries in the world that AWS, if you are from that country, they will not allow you. So for example, North Korea, they will block them, right? Because they have to follow certain legal standards. Okay, so that's a little bit about AWS, like global infrastructure. So I just want us to, if you are talking about AWS, those are things that you need to understand, okay? Any question? Any question? Okay.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
So how can we, do we have that document in the classwork?
Yes, so it's there. It's there. And if it's not there, I'll put it there. But it's there's a document on there that will talk about that. And we are going to go over it again, okay?
Okay, and
there.
secondly,
So,
if we're doing the certification exams, is this something that can come out in the exam?
Yes, so you never know what they are asked. When I took the certification exam, I took the higher one, which is solution architect exam. They asked a lot of questions. And these were some of the questions. They will ask you how many AZs or what is an AZ, or majority of that is application questions, right? If I have an application running on US East 1, but my customers are in North America or whatever, how would I make sure that my customers are able to access my application without any delay? Right, so basically they are asking you about CloudFront. They are asking about content. You can either put it in an edge location, so they will ask questions on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other question?
No.
Okay, so we are gonna go. Let me see which of this slide is this.
I just wanted to say I have not been added to the AWS class. I'm still in DevOps. So.
Okay, I will add you. I will add you after this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I will add you after this. Okay, so we are gonna start today. I'm gonna do a brief presentation. I have a presentation here that I'm gonna go over. And this is just gonna be forget about the agenda. This is gonna be on the first thing that we're gonna talk about, which is identity and access management. And after this presentation, I'm going to make sure maybe this is a long slide. We're not going to cover everything, but I'm going to make sure we talk about it briefly. And then we are going to go on the account, the AWS account. We are going to see this, what we are going to talk about. So for me, I don't believe it will just talk. I believe like we talk about it a little bit. You need to know the theory, but we also need to do the hands-on. The theory mainly is for you to, because the theory, they are going to ask you based on theory. They are not going to tell you to write anything. It's all multiple choice. So I want you to understand the theory before you go into the exam, okay? So the first thing that you will come in contact with, Jordan, yesterday when you create the AWS account, they ask you the first thing they ask you about, what was the first thing they ask you about when you click on, if you click on AWS, let's say I'm here on, so I'm here.
It was my email.
Yes, exactly, your email. So right now, if I say sign in here, they are going to ask me for my email. They are going to ask me for my credentials, right? So your email address, that email address. So right now you see here. So if I do this, I say I want to sign as a root user, it's going to show up my email. So my email, it will ask me for my email here. So I have to put my email. That email that you are using for that account, it's called it's a root user email. And what they mean by root user, so whenever you see this word, this thing here, I mean, when you see something like this, or you see like this /, you are going to see a lot of this here, / and then they write the name. That means root. It means home, right? So when you create that account, AWS, again, I'm going to illustrate it on this diagram here. I'm going to illustrate it. So when Jordan, you created, this is Jordan. He created, actually, I'm going to use, I have another diagramming tool for the class. I'm going to go to the class here. And then I'm just going to put this under materials. That's really quick. And then I'm just going to create a really one, and I'll show you because this is a hands-on, and I want you guys, I really want to do my due diligence. I love this thing. And I want you also to feel the same way, to love it. Okay, so what I'm going to explain is, I'm going to explain that root user. So Jordan, you used your email yesterday to sign up for the AWS account. That email is called the root user account. That very account is called the root user account. And what that means is, so this was you create, this is AWS. You requested for AWS account. That was, so by default, when you sign that account, they ask you for your email address, they ask you for your address, your house address, they ask you for payment information. Those were the main thing, and then they ask you for the name of the account. So those are the 4 main things they ask you about. And those are the 4 main things they will ask you about. Once you give all those 4 main things, like if you give like your credit card, they are going to charge it, but only for testing purposes, to make sure that what you have given them is accurate. So they will charge you $1. So if you check your account, they probably you'll see a charge of $1, right? And that $1 is just to say, hey, this card is correct. Now, so this is AWS. When you sign up, AWS gives you something like this. Now, in this AWS, you say, hey, AWS, I want to use some of your services. So can you give me space? Then they give you a space like this. Now, this is your own. This is what is private. So the outer layer here, this is public. It's open to the public. Anybody can sign up for AWS as long as you don't have any as long as you provide the right credential. Now, when you sign up, AWS give you something like this. Here. In here, you can do anything in there. But you just have to remember, every time you do something in here, AWS is charging you. So you have to remember that. So that's what, but when you, inside this, you start with permission. You start with permission, and that's the permission that we are going to talk about today. Yeah, that's what IAM is. It's identity and access management. How do I know that, Jordan, you are you when you sign up for that account? Let's say tomorrow you want to sign up for the account again. How would I know? How is AWS going to know that it is Jordan that is signing up or signing into that account that he created yesterday? That's what identity and access management. When you get into your job, if you get a new job or even your current job where new people are coming in, they create them user information. You see, they will send you password, they will send you login information, and then they will tell you, hey, once you log in, you have to create your own password. It is identity access management. Sometimes some organizations will use Okta, right? Some organizations will use single sign-on, Microsoft Active Directory. You guys know what I'm talking about here. If you're working in the bank, you know that they have a lot of security things that you have to go through. It's identity and access management. That's what they call identity and access management. So what is an IAM? IAM is directive. IAM is preventive. IAM is detective. IAM is responsive. So directive, it tells user what users can do, right? Preventive, it prevents user from performing certain tasks. Prevents user from performing certain tasks. If you guys have heard the word least privilege means you give users access to only things that they need for them to be able to do their work. So that's the same principle that applies when you get to your job. They are not your HR is. So Jordan, you are in the banking system. Your HR is not going to give you access to an administrator privilege, because that will be a compromise. That will be a security compromise. It's a fraud. They will not do that. They will only give Jordan access to resources that Jordan is going to need for him to be able to be efficient in doing his job. So that's a call least privilege. So remember that. They will ask you that in a question. Remember that. So it prevents. So IAM prevents users from performing unauthorized tasks. Okay. Detective. So you cannot deny. They have what they call non-repudiation. So you cannot deny if you do something on the account, you are not going to be able to deny it, because there is going to be a footprint. AWS is tracking everything that you do, right? They have what we call CloudTrail, we will talk about. So it will detect, oh, okay, Jordan signed in at this time and at this time, and these were the things that he did. So now your manager, if you break something and then your manager say, hey, who did this? Jordan, did you do this? They say, no, not me. They are like, you sign in at 2 o'clock, you log into EC2, you deleted this, you did this, because it's going to be a footprint. There's going to be a footprint. Samuel, just that your camera is on. I don't know if you know. Just a heads up. It's responsive. Responsive, it can respond to situations, right? So whenever things happen, you can respond immediately. So let's say someone quits the company. Today, if one of you decide to quit, you have an IT job that's going to pay you six figures, and you want to quit your current job. What happens is, the manager, if they are using identity and access management, no sooner you leave, probably you will not even leave, they revoke your access. So when you leave now and then you go at your house, you want to log in into that system, you are not going to be able to, because they are going to revoke it, they are going to respond. So that's what it means. So again, you can see here, IAM is a preventive security control. What is a security control? Any hardware, software, policy, or procedure meant to govern access to IT resources. That's what security control means. So any software that you have, or even hardware, the hardware, for example, the software that authenticator app that you apply, that's a software. Any software that you have that is actually going to prevent people from, or it's going to cover the access to your IT infrastructure. That's what they call security control. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I already explained all this thing here, so we're going to move on. Why do we use IAM? I already explained. You can specify permissions to control which operations a user or role can perform. So we are going to see that. We're going to demonstrate that. You can say, hey, I want Daniel to only create EC2, but I don't want Daniel to delete So you can only create, but you cannot delete. You can they will give you access. Let's say you can also give access. You can give a role to someone. Let's say I want to come audit Jordan. I want to come audit you, or Samuel. I want to come audit you to see that you are following best practices. When I come, you are not going to give me full access. What you are going to do, you are going to give me assume role, and you are going to do that through IAM. Say, hey, I want to give Daniel access to only the services. He can only list services, but he cannot write them, which means he cannot make changes to them. So again, we are going to go, when we're under Linux, we are going to talk about what is write, read, write, and execute. We'll talk about those permission level, okay? And say, note, IAM does not provide authentication for your OS or application. So it does not provide it does not provide authentication. So it does not authenticate for your operating system. What are IAM users? So we have what we call the IAM user. You have what we call IAM role. So an IAM user can be an individual. It can be a system. It can be another application that can access your resources on your AWS infrastructure. So when we talk about IAM user, remember, a user can be you the person, individual. It can be another system, or it can be another application. So you can give EC2 an IAM user role, so that EC2 can act as if they are human made to access, to perform other tasks on other applications. For example, to delete something or to add something. A user account consists of a unique name, a security credentials such as password, access key, and/or multi-factor authentication. So that's why I asked you yesterday to download the MFA, the authentication app, because we are going to do it after this presentation. So you have to have, it gives you like unique password, security credential, and all those kind of things. IAM users only need password when they access the AWS management console. So if I want to access this console here, it's only going to ask me for password. But now they've changed that. Now I have to also verify using MFA. So right now, if I say, let's say I want to sign in this, see what it's going to do. So I'm going to put in my password, and then it's going to ask me for this. So right now, my fingerprint. So I have to put my fingerprint on my computer, because my computer has a fingerprint. So this is for you guys. That's why I want you to do the Authenticator app. So I have to verify something. The principle of like multi-factor authentication is basically when you go, imagine this scenario. Have you ever thought about like when you go to the store, your favorite store, maybe Walmart, Safeway, or whatever, your favorite store? Have you ever thought about if you memorize your card number, your debit card number, if you memorize that card number, and then you go to the cashier after you've bought like the things that you want, you go to the cashier, they say, oh, I remember my card. They are still going to ask you for your physical card. They don't trust, because you could have stole that someone's card number and memorize it. For example, I went to the library last week, my son and I, and then I sit on this couch, and then I decided to just watch to make sure that my stuff on my pocket has not fallen. And indeed, when I checked, mine was intact. I didn't lose anything. But then I found a card. Someone dropped their card there, their debit card, and so I had to take it to those people. So that's why, like when you go to the store, they ask you for your card. Even when you enter, they ask you for the card number to swipe, and then they ask you for a PIN. So the concept is multi-factor authentication. The concept is you have to have something at hand that can prove that you are who you are. You are not just going to say, oh, I am Daniel. They believe you. You have to have something physically. That's why they will send you, like, even like right now, like some applications, some website, they will send you a code. If you are able to accept that code or put that code in, then it is true that you are the owner. So Google will also do, Google Authenticator will do that. It will send you a code on your Authenticator app, and then you have to retype that code, or you have to click yes on that code, which means you have verified that it is who you are. So that's the whole concept of MFA, which is multi-factor authenticator. Does that make sense? Any question?
I think we're good.
No question.
Okay. IAM user only need password. So I explained that. So under IAM, so that's the user. We'll talk about IAM user. So I'm going to stop here. We are going to go systematically. We're going to go step by step. So we talk about IAM, what is an IAM. We'll talk about IAM user. So let's go see that. Let's see that. So you can open your own AWS accounts. So some of you, if you don't have the account right now, just I'll walk you through that after this. So when you are here, so right now you can see I have a lot of applications and I bookmark them here. They are all here, not all, but IAM is here. If you don't, do you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Do you see? Do you see? Okay.
Yes.
So on your AWS, let me just give a test drive really quick before I do anything. So up here you have where is the AWS. Let me get this here. Where is the AWS? You can click here, and then you'll be able to have access to all the services, or you'll be able to see the services. Let me delete that. Yeah, so when you click on this, it will show you services that are there. It will take you to, yeah, so it will just take you to like the main home page where you can see some of the applications, right? So the dots that you see here, if you click on those dots, you see all these applications that you have. These are not everything, but these are some of the main applications. So you have like EC2, which is by far one of the most popular we are going to be talking about. Lambda, RDS, this is a database. CloudFormation, this is for automation. S3, which is storage, system manager. So this will give you like the systems like IAM here. So this is what we want. So what if we want that, then we can select that. But that's not, I'm not going to select it right now. I just want to walk you guys through. And then you can, if you don't want to do this, you can also search for each service here. So let's say I want to search IAM. I can search for IAM. It can pop up here, and I can click on it. Or you see, for me, I've already bookmarked it. If I click that, it's going to take away. But if you see a service, you can start it. When you start it, it's going to be here on your task bar here at the top. So right now, IAM is here, right? So you can, to make yourself, like I said, I'm teaching you guys so that you be efficient, not to work lazy, right? To go start the default search. Every time you search for something, bookmark it so that the next time you want to use it, you don't have to go waste your time. So that's how to search for resources. You can also see down here. And here, this thing here, this is how this will actually allow you to access your application. So if you click on that, it will open a command line. So if you have any application, it will open that command line. This is called Cloud Shell. So right now I don't have anything running, so it's not going to show. It's not going to connect to any application. But by default, it's just going to US East 1. So if you have like EC2 running, you will be able to log in through that. Very easy. It's a command line utility place. This one is for notification. And then under settings, you can come here. You have settings here. You can change the color. Say if I want a dark color, I can change it to dark. I can turn it to the default color. Maybe I'm going to leave it as dark. And then from here you have the regions. So the regions I told you about earlier. So this is where you see. So by default, again, this is you. I want you to take this from me. They will ask you questions on this one. What is the default region when you create an AWS account? What is the default region? The default region is US East 1, which is not Virginia. The default region is US East 1. Jordan, if you open your AWS, don't do anything. Just open your login. You will see it says US East 1 for everybody. That's the default.
That's
region.
not what I have. Bro.
What do you have?
Ohio.
Ohio. So maybe it's letting you where you are. Are you in Ohio?
No, I'm in Dallas. So I think Ohio is the default for my area, probably.
Okay.
Based on
okay. So by default, the North Virginia is actually default region for the AWS account. So many people, when you are playing around, it's US Virginia. Okay. But that is the region. You can change it. So I can change it to Oregon. I can change it to here. I can change it to Ohio. I can change it to California. I can change it to Asia, right? Now, for some region, they will not allow you. So there are 15 regions that are not enabled for this account. So some of the regions they didn't enable them because I don't need them, you know. But you can go to London. You can take the region from London. I don't need to, unless if I want to show somebody, but I don't need to go to a different region because I'm not hosting anything here for real, right? This is just for training purposes. But remember, this is what they call region. Now, if you can see, each region will have, like this one I explained earlier, it has six availability zones. This one I think has like 3, Ohio, right? So
yes,
each region will have like an AZ. I will show you that when we are doing EC2s. And then the next one is your information, right? So this is your ID. Your ID. So if you take a screenshot of mine and then you try to do anything, you will not get anything because this is just a training. So you have your account ID or whatever. If you have an organization, it will be under here, okay? And then to log out, you will log out from here. So that is a little like a test drive on like the applications that you have. What we really want today is IAM. So we are going to start with IAM. So I would like Jordan. So this is your week. Jordan, can you share your screen?
I'm curious. So with this Amazon Web Services, I can actually create an app.
Yep, you can create my website. My website actually the DNS is hosted on Amazon here. So at the end of this class, let's say you finish this class and you're unable to get an IT job, and you're like, oh yeah, this guy tell me that I didn't tell you you're gonna get an IT job. But what you can do, I'm pretty sure you will get an IT job. But take it from me, with the skills that you are gonna learn, you can use it to do anything. So for example, you can use it to develop a website. So I'm gonna show you like majority of the websites, they are hosting them on Amazon. So that's really the skill. So this skill is multifaceted. So you can use it for many things to host applications.
That's crazy, though. I said that's crazy though. So yep. I can host a website on here.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. In fact, that's one of the projects that you guys are gonna do. I'm gonna have you host a WordPress website.
Okay, I have a question for you. I'm sorry to be distracting everybody, but
no.
So right now, I do have a business right now. I have a photography business, right? And I have 2 websites that are hosted on Squarespace. So are you telling me that I can move them?
You can migrate them
to AWS and actually manage them myself?
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
You can manage them. Now you are gonna need a lot of you are gonna do some training, you are gonna do some research. Because what I'm teaching you like how it actually works. But to create a website on your own, you have to do web development. You have to understand like JavaScript and all those things. If you have your website, you can migrate it to AWS. You can do that. And you can also create the website from scratch, which I'm going to show you guys. Like that basic. Guys, you are not paying this money for nothing, right? I'm telling you, by the end of this class, you are going to know, you are going to look at a particular website, okay, for example, this website here. So if you right click on any website that you are on, I want you, Jordan, to right click on this website, like this AWS. Just go down on that empty space, right click, and then go to inspect. So when you inspect, it's giving you the code that this website is running on, right? It's telling you, so these are the things that when you understand this, okay, so every time you make any move on this website, it's going to change the code is going to make some changes. So if you scroll down on the website, you see the code will perform certain actions, right? But I'm just telling you, so you see each time you see the number is going 13, whatever. Anyway, you can close that. That's just a side attraction. This is what we are going to be doing. I'm going to be giving you these tips and tricks, okay? All right, so we are doing IAM, back to track, IAM. So Jordan, based on what I've explained so far, I want you to pull up IAM.
It's supposed to be here. This is
Okay,
it.
so remember I told you, if you don't see it, search for it. Okay, and then what did I say? Bookmark it. Okay, now open it. Now just click on it. So that's it, I am. So the first thing I'm gonna do, yesterday when I told you guys to download that Authenticator app. So this is gonna be your first demo. This is the first demo. I told you guys this is hands-on, and that's what we're doing right now. So and just be aware. So right now I see that everybody can see your account ID and everything. Don't put anything on this website that is gonna be, because I don't know who is here, who has like bad intention. So don't host your website on this way. If you like you asked earlier, if you are going to migrate your website, create a different account. So only use this for this training purposes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So right now, the first thing that we're going to do is it gives you a security recommendation, and there is a warning. We have to add MFA. Okay. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. All right. So click on add MFA. I already explained what MFA is. It's multi-factor authentication. So which of these that you have? So you can decide to use a pass key or security key. So the pass key was the one that I see. Do you have like a thumb? Can you use your thumb on your computer?
No, not on this one.
Okay. So basically you can use either a key or like a drive or something. So if you want to use the Authenticator app, and then you go next.
Is Duo? Am I able to use Duo for this one?
What do you mean Duo?
Duo is like an authenticator app that I already use for my job. Actually, I have two that I already use for my job. I have Duo Mobile, and I have actually, I think I can add an account here.
Yeah, so try to add. So just click next, and then it's gonna ask you to take a screenshot to scan a QR code. So just go next.
Should I put any name here where it says
no? Don't put
name?
anything. Don't put any name.
Okay.
Just go next. Oh, sorry. Yeah, put something. Just put maybe put your name or whatever, or AWS, however you call it.
Okay.
Okay, so first step is install a compatible application such as Google Authenticator. Okay, see Duo Mobile.
Yes.
Duo Mobile or any. So you gotta do that as the first step. The second step is to show the QR code and just open your camera and then scan that code on your So open your camera. Or okay, no, not your camera, your authentication app, and then scan that code.
I just did that.
Okay. And then it's gonna ask you for two. It's gonna bring two. So you gotta type them really quick, the code. So enter the code from your virtual app below. So the first code, the app should give you a code, and then it will give a second code also.
Okay.
You gotta do the second code. So do the other code again. Bala.
Oh wow.
There you go. Yeah.
That was easy.
Okay, so to test that, log out.
Okay, from here, right?
Yep, log out. Now log in again. Click login. Sign in. See what it's gonna do. So click go below. Click on sign in as root user. So go next. You see, just type that there. I think is that Y? Don't even know what YB6FZM. Sign in. So you see, it's asking you for a code. So now if you open your authentication app, your authenticator app, it should give you a code and show you put that code. So the code will be like, I don't know if like how many seconds. So if you don't do it fast, then you have to wait again for, you know. So now for someone, if anybody try to log into this account, they must have that phone. The only way someone is gonna log into that, if you forget that one, if you forget at any point, then that was it. You are not gonna be able to access this. You just have to create a different account. It happened to me when I started. So I'm just emphasizing it. If I were to log into your account, and into this account right now, I will not be able to log in because it's going to ask me for that code, and the code is going to be sent to your phone. The only way I can get that phone is to go steal your phone, right? So that's the thing. You have to have something physical with you, even though you say, hey, I am who I am. I've given you my root user email. I don't trust you. This is what we call zero trust, zero tolerance. Trust nobody. Trust nobody. That's what, again, I told you we are talking about cybersecurity also. So the first thing is do a zero tolerance, zero trust policy. Don't trust even yourself. That's why we are saying this account, this root user account, you are not going to use it to do anything. And best practice, don't use, again, they will ask you this in a question in the test. Best practice, don't use your root user account for daily, because this root user you have unlimited privilege. You can do anything. You don't want to use this. Okay, so go back to IAM. I want us to do something because we talk about user. Go to IAM again. Guys, are you following? Do you have any questions? For those, Azu, Samuel,
Following.
You guys, you have any question? Is it making sense?
Yeah, but I'm still trying to learn it more.
Okay. All right, so let's create a user, and then we are gonna. I'll leave some few minutes to entertain questions. So let's say user. Click user. So right now you don't have any user. So by default, remember that also. Cancel that first. I want to explain this. No, not the entire thing. Just stay there. So by default, so you see, by default you don't have any user. By default you will not have any group. By default, you click on that roles. Click on each one. Click on group, user group. By default, you don't have anything on your group. So remember these things. By default, you don't have anything on the user. Click on role. So by default, AWS give you what? You have roles that are there. One is the service role, right? And two, you have the trusted advisor. So those by default, you will have them. You did not create those two, right? They were created for you as soon as you create the AWS account. So you got to remember those. Those are questions. Now, under here, I'm glad you went to that policy. So policy. So these are any policy that you see that has that yellow thing in front, that yellow box in front. Those are called managed policies. We are not going to go into policy because I don't want us to beat ground. So go back to user. Go back to user. So for user, let's create a user. So click on create user. And just call this user, call this user, say admin.
No.
That's gonna be you.
Wait, can I create group first?
So no, I don't want us to jump. Let's go systematically according to my slide, right? I explained to you guys what a user is. So that's what I want to demonstrate. So
okay.
The next time we meet, we are going to talk about group, okay? So you have to have a user and then you can add them into a group. Or you can have a group and then I will explain that. But I want us to go systematically, okay? So you can call that user any name. You can call the user admin or DevOps or dev or, you know. Okay. And then click on that one, provide access. So remember the user, it has to have certain constraints. It's a username can have up to 64 characters, valid character A to Z, lowercase 0 to 9, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's good. So click on the second one, say, I want to create an IAM user. Okay, and then here you are also going to specify. So remember, I want you to think about when you first started, your current job, when you first started, when you got hired, they gave you this information, access, they gave you password, username for their system. Once you log, the first time you log into that thing, whatever, if it's a database or if it's their website, the first time you log into it, it's going to prompt you to change the password. That's what we are doing right now for this user. Okay, I want you, let's find a meaningful name. I want you to change that username, put it as admin, because that's going to be you. I don't want you to be using your root user account. Just say admin. Don't put anyone. Just say admin. ADMIN. That, just like that. Okay. So now, under the password policy, again, in cybersecurity, a strong password has to have at least 8 characters. If you have up to 16 or 20 characters, those are the best password. Next time when we come, I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring a website that will help you to analyze your password, because this is one of the reasons why people are being hacked, why systems are being compromised, because you put weak password. Do you know that your Wi-Fi, your router that you have, the default password usually is password 123 or admin? That's the user, because when they create those applications, the developers are too lazy, so they just use password. My agency, that was one of the things. The CEO has to like send a whole email, because when they check, when they did audit, majority of the staff, they didn't change their password. It was password. And so that's, everybody know it on the internet. If you check password 123, it's one of the most default password, because all applications, that's what they have. Your network, when we do the security class, I'm going to show you how you can change that from your home network, so that you customize it so that nobody will have access to it. Okay. So here we say auto-generate password. So if you want to auto-generate password, it's going to create a random password for you. Or you can decide to say custom password, which means you can say password 123, and then you can prompt the user to change that password to their own password that they want. So you can leave it as auto-generated password. It can generate password for you, or you can type your own password. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Auto-generate.
Okay, auto-generate. Okay. So if that's good, then just click on next. Okay, so now the permission. What does this user, what can this user do, right? So this is where you specify what permission this user can do. So now you can say like, this user, add a user to a group. Do you want to add this user to a group? We don't have a group right now. We've not talked about that. So we are not going to add this user to a group. You are going to say attach policy directly. So the last one, click on that last one, attach policy directly. So the policy is just a statement. It's a document that's going to give that user access, that's going to make that user to have access. So for example, select that, look for one that say, okay, just select that second one that say admin access, because this is going to be you. So just say admin access. So click on that plus. Let me analyze this. So guys, we're gonna, is it okay if we stay for a little, like maybe 10 minutes, so we can finish this? Is it okay? Okay,
yeah.
Just so that we can finish this. Okay, scroll down. Let me just explain this. We are going to go into password policy. We are going to explain this password. I mean, this particular thing here, this JSON. So this document is written in what we call JSON, which is JavaScript Object Notation. You see here, JSON. You cannot edit this. This is AWS. This is AWS. That's why it's called managed policy. You can, if you try to edit, it will not even allow you to edit this one, but you can create your own custom policy. We're not going to do that. But what you can see, the first line in every password, like any policy, is that the policy number. You see version, that's default. Version column 2012-10-17. That's the version. That has to be there at any time. Below that, you have what we call statements. Everything that you see, effects, action, resources, are all statements, because they are inside that block. You see the block? So the block is like you have the curly bracket, the first curly bracket at number 1, and then you have the last curly bracket at number 10. That curly bracket corresponds with number 1. If you remove that one at the bottom, this code will not work. And then inside that, this is called a block. Inside that, you have a version, and then you have a statement. And inside that statement, you have what you are basically saying, this is what I want this user to do. One, statement, effect, you say allow, right? So what effect you want allow? You want to allow everything. And what action, what do you want this user to do? This is where you can specify, you can either restrict or you can add power. So right now it say action, because we choose administrator access, it says star. So that one we call wildcard. That star, that asterisk in IT, it's called wildcard. Anytime you see a wildcard, it means everything. So which means basically you are telling this, you are saying that, hey, this user is an administrator. He should have access to everything. They can create, they can delete, they can add other users, they can do anything, just like as a root user. The only difference is the root user has more privilege than the administrator, right? So remember, in the policy, they will ask you about this. What does wildcard mean? Or what does it call? They ask them, what is it called? It's called a wildcard. And it denotes everything, which means this user will have access, will be able to perform any action on this account. If you don't want this one, then you can create a custom policy wherein you can say, instead of putting a wildcard inside that, so this is a string. In programming, we'll call this a string. So whenever you see quotation open, quotation close, and then something inside that is a string. It's a string. In Python, in Java, we call that a string. It's a data type. We call that a data type. So if you don't want this user to have full access, basically you can remove that asterisk, that wildcard, and then you can put EC2, or you just specify what the user can do, write, delete, or whatever. Okay? And then resources again. So you say action, it can perform any action. And then resources, what type of resources? The type of resources that you said is, here in this instance, we are saying that this user can have, can do any resources, EC2, S3, load balancer, Lambda, whatever. They can do anything. They can perform any action on any resource. So which means they can delete, they can anything here. So that's what this policy is saying. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so that's just a high level. I'm going to talk about this again when we move to that part. So you can minimize it again, click on that minus, and then scroll down and go next. So now, so we have like admin access, and then it's giving you like what is going to happen. So we have the password here. So you can also add a tag if you want to. A tag is just going to help you. If you have, let's say you have thousands and thousands of users here, the tag will help you to differentiate them. So if your manager say, hey, Jordan, I want you to go look for the dev 500 or dev 123, but you have a lot of dev, the tag is going to save your life or save your stress level. Because if you don't see, you're going to start like, where is this? You have 5 billion users here, but the tag, you just need to type the tag and it will give you that. That's why they put it optional. So we don't need to put that right now, but just explain it. Now click on create user. So you see there are 4 steps that we took. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and then step 4. So step 4, the user has been created. Now you have to make sure, so you see where it says download.csv file. So download that on your computer. So click on that, because what happens is no sooner you leave this screen, it's going to be hard. Just click OK. Okay, so now click on return. So you can see, hold on. So you can see like you can send the emails sign-in instruction here. You see at the top here, they say email sign-in instruction. You can do that also, but just click on return.
Wait, but I didn't put the person's email address.
Yeah, so that's why if we wanted to do that, we could have done that, but we don't need to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just wait. So can you refresh? Can you click on that refresh? Not the top one, but the one. No, not that one. Not, yeah, that one. Yep. Okay, so it has been created. Now, the one thing we have not talked about for this user do not have an access key and secret access key. I will talk about that next week. But let's test this user. Try to go log in as log out for now, log out. And I want you to log in again. But now when you log in, I want you to log in. Go to that, go open that file. Don't log in like that. Go to that file that you downloaded. Guys, this is really important. That's what you have to download. So it is that file that usually when you get hired, that's the file that they send you. That's the file they will send you, and it will contain your login information. Okay.
Okay.
So copy that entire URL. No, not that one. Just where it say admin. No, from admin. And then just copy it and paste it on the browser.
Sorry.
And then enter. Click on Amazon console. Jordan, are you there? Hello?
I'm not hearing, I'm not seeing his cursor, so it's not moving it.
Jordan, are you there?
I don't think he's there. Maybe he has been
I think it has network issue because I'm
issue.
seeing.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I am actually logged into work. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Like
So I'm actually logged into work and I just got a call. So I just redirected the call now. So I have to be gone in a few minutes.
Okay, yeah. So let's see if the user so click on that first link.
This one?
Yeah. So now the thing is so go to so it's asking you for the ID. So go to that the file again, that CSV file. So copy that so I think what happened is so you should only copy from the HTTPS. Yeah. Copy from the HTTPS and then that one. And then paste it on the browser again. Okay. So so what is the username? What is the username that you put? You say admin, right? It's admin. Okay. And then what's the password that they generated for you?
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
And then sign in?
Yeah. So now you see it's prompting you because this is the instruction that we gave that the user, whenever this admin login, we are prompting them for them to change their password. So that's why it's asking you now. So now you can change the password to whatever password that you want. So just put the old password, just paste the old password. You already have it on your clipboard, paste it. And then now paste it and type a new password. So after this one, then we'll end. I will take some questions and then we'll end. And then Samuel, I will stay with you.
Okay.
Okay, so you can check the password. So continue, sign in. There you go. So now I want you to look at your profile. So you see the profile, now it says admin. So instead of saying you, say it's admin, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you see admin. So now you have login as admin, not as a root user. This is best practice. This is best practice. Because if this account gets compromised, your root, it's not gonna have a negative impact on your root user account. So when you get hired, this is what they do. They create a username and password for you, and just so that you can access their system, and then they prompt you, they'll put a condition, say, hey, the password has to be 8 characters, it has to be alphanumeric, and the user must create a new password. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is IAM, this is user, this is IAM user. This is the conclusion for this demo today. Any question?
Very exciting.
Any question?
No, Danny.
So I know it's a lot of information, but
Yes.
there's no other way around this. Unless if I want to give you guys scanty information, I don't want that, right? So from today, I'm expecting that you guys should be able to create a user. So my assignment for you all, my assignment, I want you to, I'm going to put it on the, for those of you who do not have access right now, I'm going to have you guys, I want you to create a user, and that user should be called dev. Create a user called dev. Just like what we've done so far, I want you to create a user called dev. Actually, 2 users, because since we are not meeting from now till Saturday, I want you to create, actually not 2, I want you to create 4 users: dev, QA, test, and let's say UAT. So dev, QA, UAT, and test. So I want you to create that 4 users for me from now to the time we meet. Is that clear?
Okay, what kind of access are we giving them?
So let's give them, that's a good one. Only give them, so give the dev, don't give them admin access. So go back to the IAM, go to IAM. Go to IAM, let me just show you under this user. Still go to IAM. So you see this user have to do the same thing that we did earlier, right? They have to do the security, that MFA, they have to do that. But so click on users. So right now it's just the admin user, right? So I want you, so try as if you are creating a user. And then just give it a name, dev, and then select that checkbox. Remember, select the checkbox. And then IAM user and all that, leave it as default, just go next. And then I want you to say, I want you to attach policy directly. Click on attach policy directly. I didn't explain that one. So here now, I want you to say EC2, type EC2. So I want the dev to have EC2 full access. So you see that one below, if you go down, you see EC2 full, that's not the one. So I want you to pay attention, okay? So you see, if you go down, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the 9th one, you see it's EC2 full access. So I want you to do that. And then the other user, I want the user to have S3 access. I want the other user to have Lambda. So I'll post that on the group. I'll post that on the thing, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll post that. All right, guys. So that's it for today. So you're going to create 4 users. That's your assignment. I want everybody to work on that.
Okay, so you're going to tell us the kind of access we're creating for them in the group.
I'm gonna put it on the group. So probably you see an assignment.
Okay.
If you don't see it, I'll also post it on WhatsApp.
I got another call. I gotta go. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. So and he's going, but
My name is Jordan.
you guys have any question?
So today, may I have your full name, please?
I'm gonna mute
Hello, can you hear me?
Jordan. Jordan, you can mute. Hey, Jordan, you can mute. And guys, for you that are here, do you have any question for me? Samuel, do you have any question?
This very month.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I lost that question.
Okay, Jordan, you don't have any question?
No. So you're going to send us the what to create, right?
Yep. I will send you guys. So I will send it. It will be under the assignment. Yeah. So you check your assignments. If I will also send it on the WhatsApp.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I will send it like the permission that you are supposed to give, and then the name of the users. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. So if you don't have any, if you guys don't have any question, and this, I really want everybody to do this, because when we come, that's the first thing I'm going to be asking you guys to share your screen and show me what you did. Okay. So Samuel, you still need to finish downloading some stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you can share your screen, let's go over that really quick.
All right, I'll go ahead and exit now. See you guys.
You guys can, if you have done with that, so you can exit. You know, you can stay if you want. We are just gonna go over the other things that Samuel were not able to. I think you did most of them. Any feedback also? Any feedback from today's class? I'm gonna stop recording.